So, firstly, before we start, we need to ask you, do you mind us recording you? It's only going to be used for transcribing purposes, and it won't be like put all over YouTube or anything. It's just so that we know like who said what.
That's cool.
So yeah, anyone object?
That's nice.
Sweet. So the purpose of what we're trying to find out today is why you buy certain products over each other. So we're looking specifically at shampoos. So why do you buy one brand over another? We're trying to understand what about the brands and what about the products makes you buy one over the other. So we're just going to give you some, first of all, these are like some stimulus that we're going to be using a little bit later, so if you want to take them and pass them around. But so firstly we're going to ask you all to go around and say which shampoos you use. Oh shit! Yeah, we need your names. Yeah, so we need you just to quickly say your name so we know like who said what basically. So if we want to start with Chris.
Yeah, I'm Chris. That's just say my
You say you're Chris.
Yep.
I'm Chris.
Ahmed. Matt.
Chloe. Lauren. Maiden.
Cool. Right, so if you could all go around again and just say what shampoos you use. It can be more than one if you've got a couple. If you have like no stand, if you just literally go in the shop and pick whichever one you pick first, then that's fine. So,
As the smart price.
Head and Shoulders.
Head and Shoulders as well, yeah.
Head and Shoulders.
John Frieda and Big Sexy Hair. Ozzy. Bumpin' Pretty.
cool. How long roughly does it take you to get through a bottle, like a standard, not like one of the jumbo packs, but like a standard size bottle? How many sort of, does it take you a couple of weeks? Does it, how long does it take you guys? Is it months or is it weeks? What sort of roughly, how long does it take you guys? You can just shout, you don't have to like...
3 weeks?
2 weeks?
3 weeks.
About a month for me,
about
I'd
a
say.
month.
3 weeks.
So,
I'd say 2 weeks.
You should.
it might be easier if you like find it down.
More.
We've got like ranges from like 2 weeks, 2 weeks to like 3 weeks,
About a month.
and then about a month. Over a month. Okay. Oh my god, I've got a big brother now.
Can you shout?
Yeah.
Just because I don't know how loud it is.
No, the sounds on this pretty good. So, do you normally bulk buy these items, or do you buy as you go and sort of buy as necessity?
I'd probably just buy a couple of bottles when I go there.
Yeah, pretty much the same, like 1 or 2 bottles.
So you're
we're running out for a while.
When I run out, I buy it.
Yeah.
Cool. So is it literally like I'm at the, you literally have no shampoo for a couple of days whilst you remember to go get it, or do you like buy it like a couple of days before you go?
No, yeah, before it runs out.
Like when it gets difficult to get the shampoo out,
Yeah.
you like open the cover and like...
Yeah, sometimes I fill it with water.
yeah. Then you go buy something.
Yeah.
So are the ingredients within shampoos important to you? Like sort of, are they organic, fair trade? Does that sort of make a difference to when you're purchasing shampoos?
No.
Never considered? No. Okay.
Next.
I feel kind of bad.
And also we wanted to go back to the buying one. Do you guys normally buy from supermarkets? Do you buy from convenience stores in town? Like how, or do you like go to a cash and carry and buy? How do you normally?
Never in time, just pop in like Superdrug or something.
Superdrug.
Usually supermarkets. Just if I'm doing
Yeah, when I
future.
get my groceries,
Yeah.
I just buy the shampoo.
Cool.
Pop in.
Or boots. So the girls is mainly you buy it as sort of you go in especially into like Superdrug or somewhere to get it.
Yeah.
Not for you. You go into a supermarket. Or?
Yeah, all done wrong.
Okay, cool. Cool. So now if we could just get you guys to look at the handout. So these are like just a few products that we picked out, sort of looking at how much they are and their sort of general sort of branding and stuff. So which out of these would you choose and why? So if we could, it's probably easiest if we could go around in a circle and people pick out which one they want and a couple of reasons why. So. So we start with Chris.
I'm not really sure because one of the things that I often look at is volume.
Okay.
So like maybe fluid ounce.
Oh, well then let me tell you that Head and Shoulders is like massive. Like math. Not like that big.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the big one. Like 500 ml kind of thing.
Okay, well that's.
So if we assume that they're all same size.
Okay, then it's not big.
Well, yeah, we had that assumption.
If they're all the same size, I go for the herbal essences because it's the cheapest one.
Cool.
Primarily, I'd go for Head and Shoulders, but if Herbal Essences was buy one get one free, I'd go for that.
Cool.
Pretty much just Head and Shoulders. Kind of need anti-dandruff, so that's what I'd buy.
Yeah,
Cool.
okay.
I'd probably go Head and Shoulders just because it's what I usually end up buying. But if Herbal Essences is like quite a lot cheaper, I'd just go for that.
I'd go for Herbal Essences, or if I was feeling extravagant, that one, the Lee Stafford.
Cool.
Yeah, I would go for the Lee Stafford if I was willing to spend that money every time, but if not, I'd go for the Herbal Essences because it smells nice.
Cool.
Yeah, and I go for that one because there's buy one get one free.
Cool. So for the majority of you, is it price that is the main determinant, or is it the actual brand? So you pick Herbal Essences, for example, because you like Herbal Essences, you think it's good for your hair. What in that buying process in your head when you go up into a supermarket or into Supertrade, why do you pick that one over another one?
If you know the brand well, you know it smells really nice and it's a good price.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm usually about price, and the offers as well.
Yeah, I actually look at features a bit more than price. Even though, like, I'd look at, for example, if I wanted anti-dandruff, I'd look at all the shampoos with anti-dandruff, and then I'd pick probably the cheapest.
I'd go in with a brand, like Head and Shoulders, but if I did see one, buy one, get one free, I'd just pick up that.
Yeah, the same thing.
I'd just go with the cheapest one.
Cool. Which one would you not choose and why? So which one stands out to you as being a definite no?
The $10.99 one.
Yeah,
It's just like, I don't care about my hair that much.
It's an
Yeah.
absurd price for shampoo in my mind.
So is it too expensive, and do you think it's because it's not well suited to your, it's not well marketed to you, essentially?
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
You've never heard of it? And
Yeah, honestly.
Do you see it as a female brand or?
I just don't even know what it is.
Not really.
I've never
Because
Right.
do they use it in like salons or? That's how I'd see it.
I
Because
find
I've never heard of it. I
sorry.
thought maybe a salon brand.
Yeah, I find it hard to justify the price because I'm just, obviously I don't feel like I can benefit from the features, so I don't see myself spending like.
All the girls are like dying.
I wouldn't get the Pantene or the Head and Shoulders because they don't really do anything. They're a bit boring and bland looking.
Yeah, I'm the same. I wouldn't go for the Pantene because it's shampoo and conditioner. I'd rather than have them separate.
Yeah.
Cool.
And the packaging is like more geared towards men, I think.
Okay.
I always go for like the pink bottles.
Yeah.
It totally works.
And is that the opposite with you guys? You wouldn't go for a pink bottle. Oh, you'd go for sort of more plain, manly colours, as opposed to.
If it was like the cheapest one, though, I really wouldn't mind about.
Yeah, I
what it
agree.
is.
I would.
Nothing's here too bad. As
Originally aimed for like more of a plain bottle,
Yeah.
but if the pink one, girliest one in the shop was the cheapest, I get it.
Yeah.
Because a lot here are quite neutral, I think.
Yeah.
So do you see any distinctions between like male products and female products? Do you guys, firstly, do you mind buying a product that's aimed at females? Does that bother you at all?
No.
Not really.
No.
Not shampoo.
And
No.
girls,
I wouldn't
would
buy
you?
a voice. You want to smell like a...
Yeah,
No.
Okay.
What does that say about us?
So now we're gonna. Who's our scribe? Emma's gonna describe. So basically, we're gonna do something now which is called a means end chain. It's basically a structure of analysing the buying process of when you purchase something. So first of all, you start off with type. So we need to split up into categories of what types of shampoos there are. So this can be anti-dandruff, colour, colour-based. So we need you guys just to come up with a few sort of types of shampoos that you either buy or you've seen. Are we ready? So anybody go ahead and shout them out, and Emerald.
Anti-dandruff.
Anti-dandruff.
Anti-frizz.
Anti-frizz.
Yeah. Volumizing.
Colour protect.
Yeah, you need that.
I do.
Yeah.
Grey hairs.
Anything else?
Hydrating. Like,
I think we're actually talking more about the
Yeah.
function as opposed to the type, aren't we? I think the type is just shampoo, and then yeah, we're learning as well.
So a lot of different stuff in shampoo. Like you can get one to make your hair curly.
Okay,
Like stuff like that.
cool.
Do you research
So we're looking now at the social consequences of buying a certain one of these functions. So, do you think that these perceived, so all of those types that we put up there, if you buy that specific product that's aimed at that, do you think it achieves what it says, basically what it says on the tin? Do you think if you buy anti-frizz, it does actually work, or do you think it's just a marketing unit?
Does it work?
It works. Do you think there's any of those up there that it maybe is a bit of a gimmick?
It depends what brand you buy. Some are better than others.
Hydrating. Like,
Yeah, hydrating.
It's not measurable, right? Because like anti-dandruff, if I don't have dandruff, then it works.
But like the really cheap brands, I doubt they're actually going to be that great and actually do like whatever they say.
So you would, if you were buying a product specifically for one of those types, you would
Yeah.
invest a little bit more money to make sure that it
Yeah.
actually does what it says.
Yeah.
Okay,
But not a ridiculous amount, but just
up to a reasonable level.
Yeah.
Cool. So do you feel what values do you get from buying these products? So what once you do you feel that it sort of benefits you socially buying one of these products? Does it affect the way that your peers sort of think about you if you don't buy that product and you turn up with frizzy hair? Are you influenced by sort of the social outcomes? Do you
if
think?
you have nice hair, you might feel more confident.
Cool. So confidence is a big one.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you think it like influences your life? How your hair is washed?
Yeah, I was gonna say like, I don't really care much what other people think, but if it makes my life easier, I'd be more willing to put money on it. So like anti-dandruff dandruff obviously is itchy, so you know if I get anti-dandruff shampoo and it doesn't itch, well that's why I get it. You know.
Cool. So it's less about what people think about it. It's
Yeah,
more
it's
just
more-
sort of
Yeah, honestly,
functional
yeah,
for you.
it's a convenience thing. Yeah.
Cool.
You like it, like makes you make you feel healthier, like if your hair isn't greasy. Yeah.
I just think you haven't washed your hair if it's greasy.
And do you think so? Take for example confidence. Do you feel that if you buy, for example, the $10.99 product, you're gonna get more confidence and think your hair looks better?
Yeah. Well, you want to like before you bought that, you'd like get review, like you'd find out from friends or something if it actually works. Because you're not going to spend that and then it's like rubbish. And
Cool.
you might as well spend like £2 and something.
Boys, do you think that? Do you have like a if you spend more on your hair that you think you spend more on washing your hair that you get a perceived better social outcome?
Not at all. No.
No, not at all.
No. Not even a little bit.
So it literally is functional that you want your hair to be clean. That's it.
Yeah, honestly.
Cool.
Yeah, for the lowest possible cost.
So I think we were going to rank them, but you've sort of
You
done
kind of
that
done it.
already. So yeah, cool. Right, moving on. So now we're going to ask you about the your brand loyalty and your future preferences. So, do you think you're influenced by your friends and family and their reviews of shampoos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially family, because when you're living at home, that's what like, whoever does the main shop, like they buy it. And then
Cool.
like you might tell your sister something, oh that's really good, and she'll go out and buy it.
So you think they influence your decision between choosing between different brands?
Definitely.
Okay. Do you think that's the same for you boys? Do you think your friends influence you more than your family, or
No,
No,
not
because if
at
I go in
all.
the shower at home, it
Yeah.
depends what's there.
Yeah.
Maybe Tresemme, Head and Shoulders, Pantene. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, not at
Whatever's
all.
squeezable.
okay? Would you stop using a product if somebody else told you that it didn't work? For example, it made your hair greasy.
Yeah. But if I used it and I thought it was okay, I wouldn't just not use it because someone said it didn't work on their hair.
Yeah, I mean, if
I
I have.
wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't try it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
if
I
I was
would-
using it, it's
yeah.
alright for me. I would continue.
Yeah.
Okay, so if it wasn't your first purchase,
Yeah.
then you'd probably continue to use it. But if it was something that you were trying for the first time, then you probably wouldn't.
Yeah.
Is that a fair point? Cool. Are you loyal to your brand? If so, what brand?
Sorry.
So, do you always buy the same brand?
Yeah.
No.
No?
No, it depends on the offers or what there is on the supermarket and everything. I don't really mind.
Cool. Anybody else?
More just the price. Like I usually buy Head and Shoulders, but if there's a better offer on something else, I'll buy that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
So is there a set amount of products or brands that you'll choose from and then pick the cheapest one out of those?
Yeah.
Or is it literally the cheapest one on the shelf and it doesn't matter what it is?
Well, you have a couple you like, and then you pick the best value out of the ones there, like that you like and have used before, kind of.
So what are your sort of, if you've got that choice
Yeah.
between, how many are in that choice?
I always buy the same one.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
And why is that you always buy the same one?
Just because the conditioner's really nice. It's really good. So I just stick with it.
So it really works really well and
Yeah.
cool.
What if they raise the price on it?
Probably would still buy it. And my mum buys it the same one, so she just buys it for me.
Okay,
So I don't have to pay for it.
cool. Anybody else?
No.
So, I think we've answered that one. So for the boys, it's mainly done on price. And so have you got that set group of products that you choose from, or is it literally the cheapest on the shelf?
Cheapest on the shelf.
Cheapest on the shelf.
It would be select products, Head and Shoulders, anything really Urban Essence, Pantene.
So it would be established
It
brands.
would be it would be ones that I recognise. If it's a home brand, I wouldn't go for that. I'd pick out of
Yeah, I actually just walk in with Heads and Shoulders in mind. If the price is like, if there are others that are much cheaper, then I have no preference. I'll just
It would have
pick
to
one
stand out though.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I'd
for
have
sure.
to see that it's on offer to pick it up. Otherwise, I'd just still pick up.
Yeah, I'd say 90% of the
Good
time
brand.
I do end up just buying Heads and Shoulders. And I don't mind £1 or £2 difference.
So is there anything else other than price that influences you? Are you influenced by the packaging? Are you influenced by the advertisement? What other things do you think make a either conscious or subconsciously affect your choice when you're buying products?
Advertising and celebrity endorsement. It's like if you really like some celebrity or something, or think she has great hair, you're gonna be like, oh, I'll get it too.
So so within your products that you're buying on a regular basis, is there a certain group of celebrities that are endorsing it?
Well, no, I can't actually think. But I know Cheryl Gold has loads of stuff, and I'm sure lots of girls go out and get that because her hair always looks really nice.
And for example, if you're reading a magazine, you see a article or an advertisement on your product, and there's a free sample with that, then encourage you to go out and buy that product in the future.
If the sample was good and it was priced
Yeah.
reasonably.
Yeah, probably.
What about you boys? So if
What was the question? I don't even remember.
So we're just trying to find out other things that could influence you to change your brands.
No.
So you're not influenced at all by promotion. So if you see billboards everywhere with this one type of hair product,
I'd have to be convinced that it would work before I try something new.
It
Like
might.
yeah.
It might make me like look at it, but I don't really think it would make me like buy it.
No,
I'd
I
be
don't
like,
think
oh,
I'd buy
that's
it.
not an
If
advert.
there's a promotion in the shop saying this is much cheaper than what I was
Yeah.
going to get, then I'd get it. But if it's
Yeah.
a bunch of billboards outside, I would.
I'd recognise
never
it, but I wouldn't
consider
Yeah.
go out
You know,
specifically
yeah.
to get it.
I think a sample would work if I got samples in any way because I don't read magazines or anything, so I don't actually get samples.
Mm-hmm.
But if I got them, I'm pretty sure I'd use them just out of laziness, to be honest. And if it worked, then I would consider buying it a lot more. But right now, it's just a matter of buying what I know works and just going and getting it.
Okay, so for example now, if you were buying a product for maybe a housemate, maybe your boyfriend or your girlfriend, do you think that you would be influenced by other things other than price, or what do you think would make you choose a brand that you've probably never tried before, but you think would work for the person that you're buying it for?
Yeah, I think price would influence me a lot more. I'd get something a lot more expensive, just to keep it.
I would as well.
Yeah.
So you definitely wouldn't choose those. You definitely choose a branded product as opposed to
a branded high-priced product.
Something like not specific to dandruff or something, but like more standard, just basic shampoo.
And would you have been influenced by what you've seen on advertisement?
Just what I use myself. If I thought it was good.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Actually, never do
I
that.
think it would be the same, but I'm not influenced by advertising.
Okay, cool. So if you're trying a new product, what am I trying to say here? That doesn't. No, right. That doesn't make sense. I'm going to move on to the next one. So this is what Cheng's came back with some comments for us. Maybe ask something about new products. For example, like shampoo. People like to try new products, and that may partly explain low loyalty in the shampoo market.
What?
It's not really even a question. So.
Yes, to that.
Sounds about right.
I agree.
When you're older and perhaps wealthier, do you think brand loyalty will change? Do you think you'll buy more expensive products, and if so, why?
No.
So you think you'll still keep in mind...
If I've got millions of pounds in the bank, I'm not going to go and start buying that. I'll still buy something that I know.
Okay.
Well, I'm getting the cheapest things. I'd probably become more brand loyal to something, because at the moment I'm just sort of mercenary for price.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say the same thing, pretty much. I pretty much buy what's... Actually, no, I take it back. I buy the same brand. I'm already brand loyal, kind of, I could say. Heads and Shoulders, but I'm more brand loyal to the type, so anti-dandruff, if you could say that.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't tried the more expensive brands, so I'm not exactly sure, but if they work better, then yes, I could see myself being completely brand loyal to some sort of brand.
I might be more willing to try other products if I could just afford to buy random stuff. I might try different ones, but I'd probably just stay with what I buy now.
I'd probably just stay and save the money for something else.
Okay.
I'd probably buy the most expensive. I'm not gonna lie.
I would try other stuff, but I don't know. If it works, I'm gonna buy them, but if it doesn't, I'm just gonna go back with the one that I use.
Alright, so this question is mainly for the girls. So if, for example, you're slightly older, do you think your type of shampoo would change slightly? Do you think you'd go for one that maybe moisturises your hair more, or...?
Yeah, it just depends what your hair needs at the time, really.
Yeah.
But do you think that would change
Yeah,
over
because as you
time?
get older, like, your hair thins or something, so you might be trying to get something to counteract that.
Yeah.
Cool. How does your environment change your preference? So, for example, if you're at home, do you buy the same product if you're at university?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Why do you do that?
I just always buy the same shampoo because I like it.
Cool. And do your parents buy both it when you're at home and
Well, if
when
I'm
you're...
at home, my mum buys it, but if I'm at uni, I'll buy it.
Okay.
I'd still just buy the same one.
I use the one that is at home, and when I'm at the university, I buy mine.
So would you go out and specifically with your parents buy a product for you at home, or would you just use somebody else's within?
No, I use somebody.
Use somebody else.
If I was with them when they were buying it, I just put whatever one I wanted in the trolley. That's about it.
I'm just kind of the same uni and at home. Just like if there's some there, I'd probably use that. But if I was going to buy it, I'd just buy the same thing.
Cool.
I don't. My mom does the shopping at home, and I just use whatever she buys me. Honestly,
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I share a bathroom with my brother, so we sort of share things. And because I don't live there anymore, he decides the shampoo and I use what he uses.
So is it fair to say that most of the boys probably are just influenced by, they don't really have much of a say in it, they just
Yeah,
sort
there's
of
no
take what
preference.
you're given,
Convenience probably is just
Yeah, I don't
like
really
if something
mind.
was that convenient and free, by the way, since I'm back home.
and the girls probably exploit it a little bit more and take advantage of the...
And then steal some of them
Yeah.
back.
Cool. How will your personal status change your preference? E.g., as you move from a young single to marriage/partner? I think we've sort of already done that question.
Yeah.
That was another one that he put in, but so yeah, I'm assuming that it's going to be the same answer as how you'll change as you get older. So finally, we're going to address the influence of advertising on purchasing in regards to your values. So we've come up with the mean zone chain. Does advertising affect your purchasing? We've already really asked that as well. What are the best
Easy, Aaron.
what brands are best at influencing you in regards to their value? So which ones do you feel that you get the best value for money from?
Specific brands?
Yeah.
If they deliver on the promise, then yeah, I feel like as long as I believe that the features they promise are the ones that I'm going to get, if I get them, then it's worth the price that I'm paying for it.
And do you think there's any in particular of the cheaper brands that, because they market themselves well and say they're going to give you this stuff, like make your hair a certain way, and they deliver it, do you think you get a good value out of them? Are those the ones that you choose to purchase?
Herbal essences are good because they usually do what they say and smell good and they're well advertised.
Cool.
Do you think that in-store marketing's better than like more appropriate than like television and
So there's a little point of
like
purchase.
internet?
Yeah, point of purchase stuff that comes. Or like stuff throughout the store. So,
Is there any type of media in particular that you think you're influenced by, you take notice of, or is there anything that you think, any types of media advertisement that you think do influence the way that you purchase? So that could be billboards, that could be TV adverts, it could be celebrity endorsement, that could be, so yeah, anything right the way up to point of sale.
I think for me, just in-store promotion.
In-store
Yeah.
promotion
Yeah, the
is
closest, like the closest thing time-wise to when I actually bought the product. So probably the last advertisement I saw would be the one that sticks, but they don't last very long, shampoo advertisements for me.
So is it quite an impulse buy?
Yeah.
For most of you guys. Cool. Is there any more values that are up there, any more of the types that you would look for in a shampoo that aren't there? Do you think there's any thing that's not currently in the market at the moment that people could possibly develop? No? Do you think everything's pretty well covered? Cool. Yeah, I think if everyone's done, then I think that's sorted. Have you guys got any more questions that you don't think?
That was a better focus group than ours, thanks.
I'm going to go kill myself now.
Cool. Well, thank you.
We had all
how many analyze? That's like 3 hours.